guys, and welcome to the first episode of Girls in Business. I wanted to give a huge shout out to the person that recommended me to do this. Thank you so much. I think that this is gonna breathe a lot of new, fresh air, fresh ideas to the channel, and I'm really excited to start this journey with you guys. So basically what Girls in Business is going to be a series of episodes that I will go in and really go into details of each step of my journey and kind of share with you guys things that I've learned from it, what my headspace was like, and maybe some tips on what I would have done differently or just tips in general. Really just sharing with you guys how it all started and give you guys some of that insight into my journey. I understand that everyone's journey is different, and that is what makes it amazing. This is going to be more of a chatty vibe. I'm not a master of anything, and I probably did half of these things wrong. I'm sure that there are probably things that I should have been doing in the beginning or even now, and I am not trying to say like I'm a master. So let's go ahead and get on into it. This episode I really wanted to touch on where my headspace was, where I was at before I even started my business, and basically the idea process behind it and how I prepared for it. The journey began the summer before graduation of college. I was majoring in communications and I was going to be graduating in December. During this time, I was really accelerating all of my classes so that I can graduate earlier and kind of like get the heck out of New Mexico. I just wasn't a fan of being there anymore, and I just kind of wanted to move on in life and just really get an adult job. So during this last year of college, I was taking on, I believe I did like 3 internships, focusing more on building up like a really great resume so that after college I can go into a really nice job. And so this was the year that I sacrificed making a lot of money. At the time I was working one internship. I had another internship that summer, but it was for a week and it was kind of just like a contract. I was working that on top of my regular internship. I was making around $400 a month. I was working in their marketing department, so it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I was planning on doing this internship for the upcoming semester. Also had this really weird feeling that I just wasn't going to, like, I didn't see myself staying there until December. But of course, you know, I had no other plans. So I believe during this time, it was around maybe the end of June, beginning of July, I was really preying on some new opportunities. I just wasn't really happy with where the internship was, and I really was just trying to open myself for new opportunities to come and present themselves to me. And so I tried manifesting and just like writing in my journal and really trying to focus on myself. Luckily in July, the opportunity came. I never really used to follow any type of YouTubers outside of YouTube. During this time, I was currently obsessed with this YouTuber, and I loved every single video that she put out, and I went ahead and I followed her on Instagram, which was the first time that I ever did that. About a week after I followed, I saw her Instagram story, and she put up that she needed a social media assistant, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly the field that I want to go into. I think this is like the perfect opportunity. I sent her my resume, and then she got back with me shortly after, and she ended up hiring me, and I was so excited because this was something that I can do from my phone remotely, and I was getting paid a lot more than I was at my internship just being her assistant. Me and her bonded really, really well. It was like my first time that I really found someone that just wanted a little bit more in life, and it really had me excited. Like, we would talk about like business ideas. Like, she wanted to start her own like thing. I think it was like an influencer agency, and she wanted me to like handle like some of the influencers and the social media aspect, and I was just like so excited. I was like, wow, like this is gonna be really, really awesome. And we got really close really fast. And then one day I went on YouTube, and it's just amazing because I didn't even know that this video was going to change my life. Absolutely crazy, because like when you look back and you just think of like that pivotal moment that you didn't know at the time, but without that moment you wouldn't be where you are now. And it was very weird, and you know how like YouTube can be just so weird, and it just recommends you things out of the blue, and you're like, I've never even heard of this before, like why is this getting recommended to me? Well, I was recommended a video of how to make butterfly lip gloss. I don't know why I was so intrigued by it. I think it was the thumbnail, and the lip glosses were so pretty. So if I could find a picture, I will go ahead and put it up here of the lip gloss that I ended up creating. But it was the ones with like the butterfly glitters in them, and it was so cute, guys. And here is this girl who's literally in high school, and I saw that she had her own like lip gloss business, and she was teaching everyone how to make it. I just thought it was such an amazing idea, because I guess like in my head I just thought that businesses were a very hard, serious, like you have to have a storefront, complicated thing to start. That was my mindset before. And so watching her video, it really opened my mind that wow, you can start a business and it not be like so expensive or so complicated. From that video, I went onto Instagram and YouTube as well, and I did some research about like handmade lip gloss businesses, and I had seen that there was a huge demand and it was very popular. I love lip gloss, and I just think that if I'm able to make my own and just kind of have like my own little cosmetic business, then like why not? Like that's super cool. It also helps with the financial aspect of having a little bit of money coming on in the side, because you know I wasn't making anything, so anything honestly would have helped, even if I just sold one. So then I began my what I would say business plan, and that consists of coming up with a name, finding my ingredients, and ordering wand tubes. And that was literally it. I believe from the time that I watched that video to the time that I started to order supplies and everything, it was about 3 days. So it took me 3 days to really decide if I wanted to do this or not. And I know a lot of you guys asked me like, how did you get the money to start your own business? And my honest answer was that the extra money that I made from helping out with the YouTuber, that was the money that I used to start my business. I believe it was like you can do it for around $300 to like $500. I believe $500 is what got me my first supplies and like kind of started everything. It's really crazy because when you meet someone for like even just a brief second, that person can really change your life and you not even know it, because I feel like without her I wouldn't have had that extra money to really start my business. And looking back on it, it's just really crazy because it's like I was asking for opportunity, then I got the job with her, and then I had seen the video, and then I spontaneously decided, I was like, I'm gonna go for this, you know, whatever happens, happens. And it's almost like if it didn't happen in that sequence, I feel like it could have changed the possibility of the outcome. Maybe I wouldn't have started my business at the time that I started it, or, you know, maybe I would have never even started the business. Who knows? Really amazing to like look back on it and be like, wow, if it wasn't for that person coming into my life at that specific time, this wouldn't have happened. Or maybe this would have happened, but it would have happened differently. And so now it's August, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a whole month to really prepare for launch and tell everyone about it, you know, create hype and everything like that. And so I decided I was going to launch on September 1st. This gave ample amount of time for everything to come in and for me to create the product and really do everything that I needed to do. I'm sure as most of you guys feel when you are starting a business, you kind of are a little bit hesitant on telling people about it or really putting your own name onto it, your attachment to it. And trust me, I felt the exact same way. I was just like, I just don't think in that moment I was thinking, oh, I'm starting a business. I think I was just kind of like, hey, I'm doing this, I just want to let you know. And I think that's a really good mindset to go into. It really relieves a lot of the pressure that we put onto ourselves and is more like, hey, I'm just kind of doing this, like, do you want one or not? You know, you don't have to purchase one. I shared it onto my stories and I was just asking everyone for like support and to follow my page, and it was really amazing because people that I really didn't know were supporting me and sharing my posts onto their Instagram feed, and it was just like a crazy amount of support. Like, you know how when you add, because I would repost them onto my story, and you know when you add more stories, I swear, like, the stories were like that. There were so many reposts onto my Instagram story that it was amazing. And I think when I reposted them, people saw it and it was like almost like they wanted to also be a part of it and be reposted. And you're probably thinking I had like a ton of friends or like I knew a lot of people, and honestly, like, I was very kept to myself majority of like high school. So don't think that you have to know a lot of people or have like a ton of friends in order to receive support. I think like you just got to put it out there. You'll probably be pleasantly surprised on the amount of people that want to support your business. During the month before launch, I was actually extremely active on Instagram. I believe like I would go on there every single day for a couple hours and just comment on like random people's posts, kind of get people to follow and want to check out my business and create that hype, create that like excitement. While I was doing that, I was also posting prompts and encouraging people to comment down below. I remember I was like, what is your dream car? And like I had people comment on it. And once I saw that there was so many people interested in my products, I was like, okay, I think I need to make this a little bit better. I need like an actual logo. I need packaging. I need a better website, because at this time I was just thinking of just selling like the lip gloss tubes, no logo, no nothing. I know that it can be such a frustrating thing to try to figure out when you're a new business owner. So I wanted to recommend Taylor Brands to you guys because they are able to provide all the tools that you need as new entrepreneurs and small business owners. Even if you have no coding or any design skills, Taylor Brands uses AI-driven software to help you create a logo, branding, packaging, your website, help with registering your LLC, business cards, set up a business mailbox, and just so much more. So I wanted to show you guys how you can easily and quickly create your own logo for your brand in literally just a few seconds. So you're going to want to head over to the Taylor Brands website. I'm going to add a name. So let's just make this up. Let's just say Midnight Cosmetic. Tagline is very optional. I'm just gonna go with the name. Then we have to select what our business is. I'm just gonna do physical goods. Select our industry. Let's do cosmetic. And then you can also do a brief. So I'm gonna say we are a natural and organic cosmetic company. And you can choose from icon-based or name-based. I think I'm just gonna go with name, and then you're able to choose 3 styles that you really like. And then there you go. They are going to be designing our logo. See what it comes up with. Here are the logos that it came up with. I think they're super cute, and as you can see, it was really easy. Also, you can see that it is helping with your website, any branding. I'm gonna go ahead and choose my favorite logo, which will be this one. And then it takes you to this home page. As you can see, it has a lot of steps so you can complete your business identity, create your website, prepare to meet your customers with some branded materials, establish your business with your LLC. They're really a one-stop shop for starting your own business. You guys can try it for free. I'll have the link down below if you're interested. So once I was done creating a better website, packaging, getting a logo, I had to prepare for marketing. I believe I did like an email sign-up sheet. So if you can, I highly recommend recommend that and collect those emails so you can send out a launch day email. You also want to encourage people to turn on their notifications for your Instagram, and when launch day does come, you can post a photo and then they'll get notified. You also want to create that hype and do a countdown. I did this every day and it was so cool because people just got really excited for it. And also when you do countdowns on Instagram stories, they can go ahead and tap that and they'll get notified when the countdown ends. And even if you don't know when you'll be launching, I would say coming soon and put like, you know, in 2 weeks or the month that you believe that you're gonna want to launch, rather than just saying coming soon, because me as a potential customer, I'm like, I don't know when to expect or come back to your page. And trust me, it has happened. I really wanted to purchase a product that I seen on Instagram and all they had was coming soon, and now I completely forgot about it because I couldn't mentally take a note of when to expect this item to be available for me. And also go ahead and like announce and celebrate your achievements. Like I believe I announced when I hit like 300 followers, 500 followers, 1,000 followers, like get everyone super excited of your growth. And also don't forget to post sneak peeks of the items. Even if you don't have any products, I would just continue posting prompts, asking questions, doing anything that is very educational. But you also want to keep in mind, since you're not posting any products, that you do want to be very clear on what you're selling. And honestly, my overall advice for anyone that is in this current stage is to do as much research within the industry and see what is popular, see what other people are doing successfully, check out trends, and really prepare yourself for creating that content or trying to replicate that type of success. But also keep things simple. I feel like a lot of the times we're in our heads a lot and we seem to overcomplicate things, and I would just suggest to just keep it very simple. Like don't overthink, jump the gun too far ahead that you don't even really like get everything that you need to get situated. Also, a lot of us tend to compare ourselves when we first start, and I also was very guilty of this as well. We just need to not do that, because when we are comparing ourselves, we're living in lack, and when we live in lack, we are only attracting more lack. So really just focus on your journey and focus on what you need to do. Just improve and grow along the way, and just appreciate the journey and have fun with it. In episode 2, I will be talking about launch month and a lot of juicy drama that happened. So if you want to keep up with the series, make sure to subscribe down below, and also check out Taylor Brands if you are interested in their services. Leave a comment to help continue the growth of my channel, and I'll see you guys in episode 2.